Hey everybody, I am trying out a new recording platform, but I just wanted to show you a little bit of the progress that I've made. If you remember the last couple of episodes, Mr. Lonely Fox and I went searching, hunting for those new variants of the cows and chickens and uh, other things. So I managed to bring back a few cold variant. I'm just going to call them Highland cows because they remind me of the Scottish Highland cow, or as they say in Scotland, the Highland coo. So I'm already, populating my Lone Cove Farms with those. I also got two of the warm variant cows. They've got a baby, and the Glimmercrest Zoo has already made a request that I send a couple over. So I will start. I will send them some livestock for their zoo. I think I'll just take couple of the babies, or I'll give a couple of the older ones. We'll see, and they can start populating that exhibit over there. It'll be the cow exhibit. There's no more space for an extra exhibit, so I'm just going to put the like I did here in my cow and sheep pasture. I'm just going to add. You know what I should do? Now that I have three different types of cows, I should make a totally new pasture for sheep. Question is, where would I put them? Or maybe I just split it up. Yeah, it's a pretty big pasture, so maybe I'll just split this in two. Have one half of it for sheep and one half of it for cattle. Cattle is the is the plural version of the word. Also got the cold and warm variants for the chickens, and I am loving. I must say, I am loving the looks of this. It reminds me of the modded world that I play with. Hey, look at those eggs. I need to actually build some because they're just going to try to get out. Maybe I'll do this. This will be interesting. Ouch. Okay. All right. And the zoo wants those new variants as well, so I'm going to work on this. Now, one of these episodes, I'm actually going to give like a full tour of this village. Honestly, I'm thinking I might actually just wait until I'm completely done and then just have this super long episode where I give you a full tour of the entire city. And also note, I will not forget to note the tutorials that I based them on, as you can see here. Like I'm already mapping out the first quarter of the city. I have hopefully a soon be iron farm, although these guys are spawning out here because see the tutorial actually has you do this dirt road like several blocks farther out, so it keeps them from spawning outside. They're supposed to spawn up on top on the roof, but I'm having to wait. I don't know what's going on with my mouse on my screen, but I'm having because of how I've situated everything. It can't go exactly according to the tutorial, so I have to wait until I have like all my buildings up around it to keep the and then I'll just fill in with the dirt paths uh, to keep these guys from spawning outside. And hopefully by then, I'll have plenty of villagers on the inside to attract enough, and this will actually become an actual farm, iron farm. It got a little bit, so I just like it to be as great as the one at Glimmercrest. But I would like to not have to go all the way over to Glimmercrest whenever I need iron, or down into a mine shaft. I'd like to just be able to hang out here at my city of Selkirk The plan is to have this city self-sufficient. Um, as you can see, I'm mapping it out already. I've done a little bit of work. There's going to be a slime farm over there. I'll connect it to that bridge. There's going to be dockyards coming down around this, and maybe a shipyard as well, and a couple of ships. I have tutorials ready for those. I'm almost done with the third quarter. As you can see, I have a few more buildings mapped out to go, and then to finish the road. And yeah, there's going to be some more buildings on over here too. But and then this is the second quarter, and that's the first quarter. And then there's also going to be, I may actually not put, like originally I was planning to put a couple of farms there, but I may not do that. I know one thing, I kind of don't want the ground to be water level. I kind of want to raise it up, like, with that wall, wrap that wall around, and then have the bridge a little bit higher right there, widen that up a little bit, and the farms be on that island. See, Selkirk is going to be the biggest city. Like, it's going to be bigger than Glimmercrest is. And Glimmercrest made it pretty big. But this is going to be so much bigger. It's actually covering 3 different islands. There's also going to be a dock down there. That's why you see that. And I've moved my nether portal to right here. It's going to look cooler than that. That's just for temporary sake. Parkour. I'm going to have the farms, maybe 3 more farms on that island. And then the city is just going to be the first, second, and third quarters over here. And then, of course, you have my farms. But yeah, I'm excited. And I can't wait to share the finished product. Because I'm using tutorials on every single building this time, I really don't want to, do many tours while it's still a work in progress, because I want to have an actual full-length video of a tour, and I'll actually, then that way I can that way I can just have everybody's shout outs, everybody's recognition, everybody's, thank you for making those tutorials all together and not spread out. So yeah, it's already nighttime again. So I'm going to sleep real quick. And then I think by that point, y'all don't want me just want to watch. You don't want to watch me. If I could talk, that'd be great. Y'all don't want to watch me just travel from Selkirk to Glimmercrest. Hey, look! An iron golem spawned on top, just like it's supposed to. So I think that will be the end of this episode. It's rather short, I know, but I'm just, testing out a new recording program. Wanted to say hi. Sorry we haven't been able to post as often, but hopefully we'll be able to do more soon. And hopefully eventually I'll be able to, get this done. That'd be great. But thanks to the tutorials, it doesn't take as long with the actual building of it. It's all the resources and stuff like that. But anyways, it may be next year when I finish this, because I'm not a full-time Minecraft YouTuber. I'm not getting paid for this. But hey, maybe one day. And it's kind of funny how my mind just, comes up with other ideas. And I'm like, wait, you have this massive project. You're building a city stop thinking, coming up with ideas for other things. Because once Selkirk is done, I've thought, well, basically, yeah, there's like two other towns I gotta revamp, but I'm not going to do a huge revamp on them. Mansfield was kind of the biggest. Where are you going? Stop jumping down there. But Mansfield was, the biggest of the the interior towns, I'm going to call them. The ones that are in between here and Origin, and the one, I think there's only one in between Origin and Glamorcrest, and that's Mansfield. Because the other stopping point is Jacob's Farm. So, yeah, I think there's two between here and Origin, or it might just be one. I don't remember. I guess I'll find out when I'm taking the cows and the chickens over to Glimmercrest. Anyways, hope y'all are having a great week. Um, just have a good weekend and all.